No. You bitch about that every time. There's 4 right now. Yep. Yeah, they suck. You hear that, Facebook? Yeah, we got 10 in here. What was that? You just went, ugh, like you drank something horrible. What is it?
That sounds fucking terrible.
What kind of whiskey? Oh, Florida Georgia Line's whiskey, huh? Before you knew. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, come on. You don't want to do work for Florida Georgia Line? What are you drinking, Code?
Beer.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Jay says can't hear Box. I can hear him. Toad, can anyone else hear Box? Matt, can you hear Box? Stefan, Chad, anybody? I don't know why that'd be. That'd be weird.
It's something to do with. I'll get it. Don't worry.
Did you mute yourself?
There we go.
1 minute.
Should be able to hear me now.
Okay, can you guys hear him now? Is there a little mute thing by me?
It should no. If I can hear you,
that's
they
just
can
going
hear.
who's speaking.
They should be able to hear me now. Still
okay.
no.
Well, no, that's a little bit behind. Remember, we're quite a ways behind. So
okay, perfect.
I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Is a Verizon guy around here?
Wish I couldn't.
Not unnormal. Unnormal's not a word, Matt.
It's definitely not a word. Did you have too many bush lights again there, Matt?
Anyways, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by people telling me they couldn't hear me, welcome to episode 9 of Gears and Beers. If you're new here, we do this every other Wednesday night, right here live on Facebook. If you're listening to us somewhere else, be sure to check in with us on Facebook sometime. Tonight's a little bit different. We're down a member that's not Toad this time. Johnson is absent, so we're kind of limping along. It's been a rough evening for some reason. I don't know. My nerves are a little high tonight, so I'm drinking whiskey and water, which is not like me.
But, yeah. So by the end of the night, you'll be doing fantastic.
I only have this one. Anyways, before we get into the gear stuff, we need to touch on the meetup. I'm sure you guys are probably getting unnormal is a word. I don't know if it is a word, man. It's abnormal.
Yeah, to my knowledge, it's not a word, but we'll just roll with it.
Anyways, the meetup. I don't know if you guys are tired of hearing us talk about it, but we're in the planning stages of it in our Facebook group, Life Short Live Free Facebook group. So if you want to get in on the planning of it, the scheduling of it, We're doing a vote on that right now. So if you want to have your vote heard, you better get in there and cast your vote. If you're in there and you haven't seen the vote, it is pinned to the top of the page. Right now, I think the leading vote is September 26th. So if you want it to be a day other than that, you better go cast your votes. It's going to be a good time. We're all really looking forward to it.
Yeah, there's going to be. Sounds like there's going to be pretty good food.
What's
as well as some other food and drink. So if you like those two and shooting, if you like those three things, be good to go.
Oh yeah, Toad said something about the food the other night, didn't he? I guess I was wondering.
Yeah, we won't say that until it's a for sure thing. But it sounds like we're gonna have some pretty awesome food there. So
Matt, I believe Matt or Miles is planning on coming. He's gonna try as far as we know. I mean, he voted for like every day.
Wait, which timeout? No, he probably means Miles. He probably means Miles from You Betcha, which I would doubt that he's coming now.
Yeah,
no Miles Murphy. Yes, Miles from You Betcha. No, I don't believe he is coming. No. Maybe Freedom Fest, the actual Freedom Fest that we do next year. I'll try and get him for that. But everything he does is like, I mean, you got to pay him to show up at a lot of places nowadays. So, but whatever.
So, Toad, what are you doing there? Why is Toad playing with his shake weight? You want to tell us about that gun, bud?
Yeah. First off, I shouldn't be allowed in gun stores unsupervised. I tend to walk out with things that cost money. But, yeah, so been looking for a wheel gun lately and went to Shields last night, and they had a Smith & Wesson 686 Deluxe model, 7-shot, sitting in the case. So I played with it for a while, and then, of course, Todd talked me into buying it. And I took it out and shot it this afternoon, and it's a freaking tack driver. I mean, it's a beautiful gun. It's got the nice rosewood grips. It's well balanced. The trigger's amazing. Highly recommend the 686 line. I put probably 100 rounds through it today, and yeah, it's freaking awesome. I love it. It's just, you're shooting it, and it's really loud, so which is why you wear hearing protection. But otherwise, yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but
you going to compete with that?
I don't box. That would mean you would have to compete with it.
That's fine.
Actually, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
You'd have to get a speed reloader for it, and we'd have a hell of a good time.
I don't think we'd be.
But honest question: Are revolvers useful for anything nowadays? I mean, other than yeah, they're badass. I want one. I'll probably buy one eventually. But I mean, honestly, they're just freaking range toys nowadays, right? I mean.
They've got their place. I just don't really know where that place is. It's such a small little niche that they're needed in.
Well, I suppose maybe if you're... Sorry, Toad, go ahead. What'd you say?
So a lot of guys hunt with revolvers, and a lot of guys hunt with them. With revolvers.
Yeah.
And
that's
folks who prefer a stub-nose revolver for personal protection too. So I personally do not. Like you said, I bought that. I might do a hunt with it. I don't know. 357 is the smallest legal caliber to take a deer with in the state of Iowa. And as far as handgun cartridges go, but mostly they're just hard shit to shoot. And I already had about 400 cases and 300 projectiles for 357, so that was another selling point. I've got all the reloading dies and primers and whatnot, so I was kind of looking for a 44 mag, but that'll do for now.
Yeah, I guess really, like you said, hunting, that's really the only... I can't really think of another... I mean, yeah, you could use them for home defense, but why when you can use a semi-automatic with much more capacity? No, I'm not knocking. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not knocking revolvers. but I'm just trying to place them. Like what good are they? You know what I mean?
It's a specialty thing at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know,
mean, would
Sam.
you
Why
ever?
don't you ask Jerry Mitchell that question, huh?
Well, he's a freak.
He
That's
shoots
just
like a pistol revolver all the time.
yeah, but that's different. He's a cyborg. But I mean, really, would you ever recommend them? Like every now and then you hear of somebody recommending one for a female to carry or something like a I don't know, 22 mag. But really, would you ever recommend that for anybody? Honestly?
Yeah, right there.
I wouldn't,
But
because I
huge.
have absolutely no experience with revolvers of any kind, so I can't recommend that.
No, Toad. I wasn't saying the freaking 357 Magnum for carrying. I was saying revolvers in general.
Oh, no, I mean, I would carry a 357, but that one in particular it's the larger frame. It's huge. It's like this long. So it's impractical to carry it. I mean, look at one of those SP-101s from Rude. That'd be all right. But like you said, it's a capacity issue, so you better know how to fucking shoot it. Otherwise, you're kind of shit out of luck after 6 shots. So.
Right. Yeah.
Toad,
Yeah, I don't know.
I may want you to turn your video off, Toad, because your audio is pretty shitty. All you have to do is click the camera down by the red button in the center of your screen. We can still hear you. We just won't be able to see you.
So that
Does that offend you?
that
way you'll.
I'm just gonna go restart my internet. I'll be back.
Okay.
He has. God damn it! Now that fucked up my whole video. Okay, just bear with us here, guys, till he gets back in. God damn it! He has more technical issues than anybody.
You know, if Toad's going to be around, there's going to be technological issues. My mother called me this week looking for an LC9. Terrible shot. Scared of recoil. LC9 and 22. Yeah, that's what I told her to get. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I could see that, Matt. And that's what I was saying too, like a 22 mag and a revolver. I mean, yeah, possibly. The thing is, the only I would typically never recommend 22 mag for anything. But if you're going to, put it in a revolver, it's a little bit different. That way, if you do have a dead round, which happens frequently with rim fires, the revolver, you can just keep going right around if you have a misfire. So I could see that possibly. You weren't looking, what about she can't even handle a 380 or anything, Matt?
I was thinking 380 EZ. That sounds like exactly what the 380 EZ is marketed for.
Right, and it's a little bit. I mean, it's the same size as the 9mm, the 9mm EZ. So I mean, there's a certain amount of mass to it that you could actually, that helps mitigate recoil a little bit. The 380 EZ, she definitely could. Those things are stupid easy. Just check it out. If she already hasn't bought it, you might want to. That might be one that you want to look into. So if you just if you're joining us and the picture's all fucked up and weird, that's because Toad is restarting his internet because the internet sucks, and until he's back, our picture's all jacked up. So bear with us. Bear with us.
This is a pretty ugly show tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the rough side.
How about we talk about your hearing protection that you wanted to talk about? I don't think Toad will have much to say about that, anyways.
Well, yeah, I ran across this new hearing protection thing. I don't know how new it is, I guess, but new to me. It's called the Axil GS Extreme. And anything with an extreme in the title, I tend to scoff at.
I got in your notes. It said tactical extreme. Is that not what it is? Because if it's tactical extreme, I'm just out at that point. Two words like that? Nope.
No, well, I'm on the website right now, and it doesn't say. It doesn't say that in the title. It's this Axil GS Extreme, but then it does say the world's first all-in-one tactical wireless earbuds. But hear me out.
They just look like regular earbuds to me.
Yeah, I mean that's essentially what they are, but they go in your ear a little bit farther than than normal earbuds. So they actually muffle the sound of a gunshot. And I'm pretty questionable on this because normal earplugs are not enough for me to guard from gunshots. It's not good enough for me. I have to use earmuffs. So I might check these out. And a little bit of reasoning why. I know a lot of people are like, hearing protection stupid. That sucks. But I have tinnitus and my hearing is already fucked, essentially. My ears ring 24/7. It was the last time I heard silence was probably 7th grade. I'm a drummer in middle school and high school. So my ears are hosed. So I take hearing protection pretty serious. But the nice thing about these is it enhances your hearing, just like our electronic earmuffs that we use. But it also has Bluetooth, which is kind of neat. You can use them as headphones when you're mowing or whatever. And then it functions as just the same as electronic earmuffs do. But this provides a 29 decibel noise reduction. And I did a little bit of research because I was curious. And the Howard Lights, I believe it was the Howard Light Sports, which I think that is what I use. They have a decibel rating of like 23, I believe it is.
That's what the walkers were.
And then there's a Howard Light Pro, which has a decibel rating of drops it down by 30 decibels. So, I mean, these are on par with. Actually, they're probably better than the ones that I use because I think I'm using Howard Light Sports. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try them. They're kind of spendy. Let's see, what are they? You can get one pair for 130, or if you can get two for 200. But the nice thing about this is there's a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. There's also a 1-year exchange guarantee. So if something happens to them, if you drop them, break them, whatever. So I think I'm actually going to try this because when it's really friggin' hotter than hell out, like nowadays, and we have an range day, it ain't fun to be wearing these dang things all day long. So I'm wondering if maybe, that could be a good option for us.
You're sure that it works the same way as electronic earmuffs? I mean, I didn't look into them too much, but I just figured they were regular old earbuds that with Bluetooth connectivity. I didn't see anything about.
No. This safeguards you from sudden loud sounds. The auto shut off feature shuts off sounds over 85 decibels to preserve your hearing. So yeah, it functions the same. And like I said, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you pussy," but dude, gunshots, I mean, they can be up to 130, 140 decibels, and that is enough to permanently damage your hearing forever. And once it's gone, it's not like you can get ear transplants and get that shit back. It's gone, So, and it's also not fun to. It's also not fun to listen to what I got to listen to my entire life. Tinnitus is a bitch. You get used to it, but I don't know. So I think I'm going to try these out.
Do people really bitch? Do people really bitch about people using hearing protection? I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, I've ran across guys. I've ran across guys like, oh, I don't even use it. I don't even use it. That's for pussies. I'm like, yeah, okay. Go out and shoot a range day once, and you will be certifiably deaf afterwards.
Yeah, run the dueling tree in a dueling tree battle sometime and see how you like it after that.
Right? Yeah, we go through 2 mags apiece. You'd be deaf.
Real bad.
There's another. I think. Oh, it's Walker. Walker makes a pair too. How much did you say these were?
This particular one that I was talking about, it was $130.
Oh, the Walker ones I think were like $300 when I looked at them, but that was, I don't know, a while back. That was maybe 2 years ago.
And it was like this system.
They were completely wireless earbuds, I think. But yeah, they were the same kind of thing. They just didn't have the wire connecting them together, you know.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I don't know if I'll like. That might drive me nuts, but I suppose it's something that I could deal with. Or there's ways you can pin it to the back of your hat or whatever. So I don't know. Surely that wouldn't bother you. You wore earbuds at Hagen's all the time, like that. Yeah, but they kind of always bugged me. I never really. I just did it because I didn't want to listen to classic rock my entire life.
Yeah.
So yeah, but do you guys keep a pair in your vehicle?
I have earbuds scattered out in random places. Not like that I placed them there on purpose, but I think I have some in my car. I think there's some in my rifle bag too.
Yeah, I've got several pairs in my pickup. We get boxes of them at work, but I got like headphones in the toolbox in my truck just because I run my chainsaw. I want to wear them, and that's in my toolbox. And I don't think I have any in my car, but there's several pairs just all over hell. So
Jimmy says he's got a set of walkers at the shop. Hell yeah. So it's definitely try them out, Jimmy. Let me know if you like them. Chris, you know that my grasp on the English language is weak at best, so I don't know how the hell to say it.
That can't be right. That can't be right. I've literally always heard it called tinnitus.
I have too. But anyway, what I was going to ask is, do you guys ever think there'd be a situation in the real world that you would ever even consider using hearing protection? Like say, I don't know what kind of situation it would be, but say, I don't know, somebody busts into your house. Would you ever, and your home defense gun is an AR, you have time to put on your hearing protection. Is that something you would ever do?
No, it's not. And
yeah, this
kind of goes back to deer hunting. And anybody that's ever deer hunted with a gun will tell you wouldn't know anything about this, Sam. You can shoot your gun on the gun range, and it's just louder than shit. But the minute you pull up on something, you shoot, you don't even notice it. It's like you'd never, or you hear a boom, but you don't feel that, like, every once in a while if you shoot without hearing protection, you get that pain in your eardrum. You never notice that. And I think your adrenaline will be spiked so high in a home invasion situation that I don't think it would bother you one bit.
I've heard quite a bit of things from veterans saying that's complete bullshit. And if you're shooting within like a car or something or in a closed space, it doesn't matter your adrenaline, your hearing is fucked.
Yeah, Toad. It's called audible noise exclusion or something. Or one of those few words.
I'm in the woods, so I'm not in an enclosed space. So maybe it's different, but
And I know what you're talking about, and it is a real thing. It's something noise exclusion, but your brain doesn't recognize it when you're in the heat of the moment. That is a real thing, but it's still registering with your ears. So there's still going to be damage there.
It would hurt your fucking ears. I'm just saying,
right.
You don't notice the bang. But Jimmy goes, hell no, I'll deal with that ringing to remind me of how awesome it was that someone finally broke in.
Yeah, James, you're kind of a psychopath, though.
Yeah, so. You're a weird dude, Jimmy.
I Googled tinnitus.
How is it pronounced?
It's tinnitus.
So
not tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Yeah.
Either I'm going to keep saying it the same way because that's how I said it since 7th grade. So
they're fucking
that's
wrong.
What it is. So, Box, you mentioned that you might think about it in a home invasion situation.
Of course I would if I had time. Yeah. It's not like I'd go rummaging through my gun safe to find my hearing protection, but if they were sitting there, why the hell not?
Right. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. I don't keep it like I sleep with a gun under my bed, but I don't keep it by me. So, I mean, I'm not gonna probably if somebody's banging on my door, I'm not gonna go put on hearing protection. Like you open the door and you got on hearing protection and a gun. I mean, that's kind of, I think people might look at you a little bit funky, but I don't know. Just my thoughts.
It's something I would keep in, say, a shit hit the fan bag. For sure. Yeah.
Well, I got a shit hit the fan bag in my truck, and I also keep headphones in my truck. So if, say, I was in that situation and I had to grab my bag, those headphones are coming with me. So I would have one in that situation. What about end of the world? It's the apocalypse.
No, yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. I would have that shit.
So do you rocking hearing protection in the apocalypse?
What kind of apocalypse are we dealing with here?
Like zombie apocalypse.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking Red Dawn.
Oh, the Russians? The North Koreans? Fuck yeah, you just made my day. Yeah, I'm wearing hearing protection. Gonna need it from all those claymores and RPGs going off, you know?
Right. And the nice thing about good hearing protection is, even with my cheap Howard lights, it still is directional. I mean, you can tell exactly where sounds are coming from. So, I mean, yeah, if you're worried about not being able to, hear those little things and where shit's coming from, good, decent hearing protection will definitely still work for you. But, yep, I think I'm going to try those. I think I'll give them an order and do a review on them, let you guys know if they're total shit or if they pass my test.
Well, while we're talking about hearing protection, why don't we move on to an air rifle that I came across today. It's a Hatsan USA Blitz. It comes in 22, 25, and 30 caliber.
Huh.
And the fun thing about this, guys, it has a fucking selector switch. That thing,
really?
You can have a fully automatic 30 caliber air rifle for $1,000, right? How fucking cool is that? I mean,
James, didn't you see that at SHOT Show? I'm pretty sure because me and James stopped by an air rifle booth, and I'm pretty sure that was sitting there.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They have a ton of really cool looking stuff. They have like shotguns and shit on their website. It's really cool. I was looking through it. But the weird thing is, I mean, and the 22, it moves almost as fast. It moves at 1,150 feet per second. But for some reason, the muzzle energy is way lower. Like your normal 22 is around 110, 120 foot-pounds of energy, and this is only at like 36 foot-pounds. I don't know why it would be so much different. I'll bet the weight of the projectile is a whole lot lighter, isn't it?
There's a good chance, yeah.
Because it said there's lead and lead-free pellets for it, but...
Okay, so my question is, say you're putting on the fun switch, how many rounds? Well, first off, how does it store the rounds? How does it cycle them through?
You probably didn't see the picture. It's got like it's kind of like it's that gray drum mag looking thing up by the chamber. That's where your rounds are stored. It operates similar to a drum mag, so you don't get that many rounds in it. Probably, I don't know, 15 rounds maybe. So it's not like you can spray and pray for a long time, but still pretty freaking cool to be a fully automatic 22 air rifle or 30 cal at that. I'd rather go for the 22 though, just because it's, I don't know, moving faster.
how do you charge it?
There's that air tank.
CO2.
Yeah, that air tank up in front, and then there's a charging port next to it where you hook up like your scuba tank to it, and it charges that little tank in there.
Okay, because that's like up at some ridiculous PSI. Like your normal air compressor can't charge it, correct?
I doubt it.
I'm pretty sure that's several thousand PSI.
I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure it's similar to like an airsoft or a paintball gun tank, yeah. Probably more so than that, yeah. Because
actually, the fire department tanks, we charge up to 4,500 PSI. So I'm sure the compressor they got would be more than good enough for this. So shoot, maybe I should get me one of these.
$1,000.
Yeah, that's how many shots is one tank good for?
It says 130 for 22.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was 130 shots at peak velocity is what it said. So after 130 your velocity is going to start dropping off, but you still have shots.
Right. Well, that's kind of interesting. I wonder I wonder how many. So are the bullets? They're not just. You can't just buy freaking 22 bullets. They're probably their system.
I think so. I didn't look into that part. I guess. I mean, the video I watched, it just looked like oversized BBs. I'm sure that's not the case, but I'm sure you can get like pellets and shit like that for it.
Oh, I bet that's what it is. So it's 30 cal, but it's probably a 30 cal. Yeah, like a giant BB, essentially, like a ball bearing. You think that's the case?
I'm not sure, I guess. I mean, I'd have to look into it some more, but it very well could be. I think it probably works either way. Similar to like your Crossman BB gun or something like that, where you can use BBs or pellets.
Right. Huh. That's kind of interesting. That'd be a hell of a BB gun to buy your son.
Yeah, right. I guess I didn't see how many rounds per second. I'm curious.
Dude, we used to shoot each other with the BB guns our parents bought us back in the day. Can you imagine they'd watch something like that?
No shit.
Right.
We'd probably be dead.
Yep.
I'm wondering where, because air guns just in the last 5-10 years. I mean, freaking look at them now. You can shoot 45 caliber bullets at almost 900 feet per second out of a freaking air rifle.
Yeah,
I'm wondering where they're going to be.
There's people that hunt with air rifles. I mean, big game hunters with air rifles. I mean, it's pretty interesting.
This thing has a cyclic rate of 1,000 rounds a minute.
Wow. So that's like, in your little 15 round magazine, it's going to be gone like that.
Yeah, that's 16 rounds a second. So
less than a second, and that's going to be.
Yeah.
Well, that would do hell on rabbits when you're hunting them.
Right. You forget that it's on fully auto and shoot a rabbit, and it's just gone, done.
Dakota, you're going to want to go to Gary's gun shop in Sioux Falls and do that. So.
Yeah, that's actually where we did Johnson's bachelor party. We'd love to have you out, but we don't got any of the cool full auto shit that they got. They got UMP 45s, Uzis. Speaking of which, do not shoot the Uzi. No, do not shoot the Uzi.
I'm guessing it's since then, but
I would fucking hope so, because that thing was scary. But no, that's what we did. We went up to Gary's gun shop. It's pretty reasonable for an hour on the range. You can shoot all sorts of badass guns. Give them a call. That's definitely who I would recommend going and checking out. And Jimmy, Jimmy's working on a range. He's going to have his own range up there.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, he offered us free passes for it, Sam, a sponsorship. Maybe he didn't tell you that, but he told me that, yeah.
Yeah, he told me it's fine. He'd sponsor our range. So we didn't have the free shooting in the wintertime.
Yeah, he offered to buy all our ammo and everything. Really kind of him.
He's a real slow guy.
What?
That'll be awesome when that gets all the way done. I know he's going to build a whole new shop, a whole new building, I believe. So, going to be a little while yet, but I'm pretty excited for it.
James, do you think you could hold like USPSA matches in that range? You thought about that?
You are all losing your shit, he says.
I was looking around today for USPSA matches around here, and the ones in Sioux City that they hold at like yards and stuff, they can't even get enough guys there to hold matches. Which was
I think that is just so many guys are just kind of intimidated by going to a match. You know what I mean? Like, shoot, we talk about it all the time, and we've never freaking been to one. You know, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are into shooting, but you don't get many people in the going out to do the competitions. I don't know.
Let's go to the yards one then. They've had to cancel like their last 2 because they couldn't get enough people. They said they only need like 10 or something like that.
Yeah, let's find out when it is. I guess I'll get my gun running so I can have a red dot and don't suck ass like I did last time on our last range day.
If you guys didn't know this, if Sam doesn't have electronically aided sights on his gun, he can't shoot with a fuck.
Well, no, that's not entirely true. It just took me a round or two to get back into it. I mean, the switch from a red dot to iron sights, it's a little bit of a different thing. So I just need to be shooting my iron sights more than I do right now.
Yeah, Miles, Andrew called me the other night after our range day when you guys were talking in the group about your match, and he really wants to go down there and get in on one of those matches sometime. We might have to make that happen. That seems like a good time.
Yeah, we could road trip down there, make a video about it and shit. That'd be pretty fun.
Oh, shit. What else do we have, guys? Toad, do you want to talk about your thermal scope?
No, okay. So I had a couple buddies buy these ATN, I think they're the Thor thermals. The expensive one, not like the entry level one, but like the $2,500, $3,000 one. And I was just going to tell you guys to maybe, I don't know if they're all like this, but maybe stay away from them for a while, because both my friends that bought them, each one took a shit within like a day. And they had to take him back. And the one that got his, it like worked fine, and the other one broke like 2 more times. So I don't know if they're all like that, but they're cool. They're badass. I mean, they sync up with your phone, and you can watch what you're seeing through the thermal scope on your phone. So I mean, when you get one that works good, they work good. But I mean, it's kind of because I was thinking about. They make a few different models, and they sell one that's like $600. And I was thinking about it, and then I heard that. I was like, well, fuck, maybe not. But I don't know.
How much are they?
They're like $2,500 or $3,000. They're a lot.
If I'm spending $2,500 on a scope, it better fucking work.
Yeah.
So, no. If I look through the reviews and it says, yeah, it broke right away, no way I'm fucking buying that.
I thought only Tyler's broke.
Crispy's broke too. Crispy's broke like 3 times, I think.
Oh, I guess I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, shitty deal. Really, I mean, guys just use them around here for hunting coyotes, right? I mean, that's pretty much the extent of it.
I think so, yeah.
James.
Maybe we got a bad batch. And Pedro, I think you're on the schedule for this month. I'll have to look tomorrow and let you know.
James, the no issues as of yet. I hate that saying. It's not legitimate. It doesn't count for anything. High points don't have any issues until they do.
Miles, I don't know if they'll ever approve the infrared for coyotes, which is it's dumb in my opinion because they're talking like lasers and whatnot. But since infrared, even the new scopes that don't have a light attached, they're still infrared. They say that's still casting a beam of light, so you can't use them. It's pretty dumb, but you just can't use them yet. So maybe someday soon.
Chris says,
well, I mean, I kind of see.
Go ahead.
I kind of see, why they do it that way. You can't freaking just go and spotlight coons and shit.
That's the thing about the ATN scope that I initially looked at a couple of years ago. Remy had it in there. It was an infrared scope, and what it actually was it was basically a video camera with infrared night vision. So there's an invisible beam. So you're not actually spotlighting anything. You can't see the light, but the sensors in the screen pick it up when it casts out there. So, they're talking about those old school ones where you used to have like the colored lenses on your scope with this huge fucking light attached to the top, and you'd shine it out there. But
yeah, I don't know. The freaking the DNR in this state is. I assume it's a DNR in every state, but. Miles, if you're interested in that, contact Iowa Firearms Coalition. They are the ones that gets everything done in this state. They have been they got some more shit passed this year, even with a short session. So they would be the guys to talk to. So and also while you're at it, talking to firearms groups, go and tell Iowa gun owners to get the fuck out of our state. Just just throwing that out there.
I'm just curious how none of those Door brothers have gotten arrested yet. Because I saw an article the other day from a pretty large. I don't remember what it was, but it was one I'd heard of before, but it wasn't even in our state. But it said something about how these Iowa brothers are scamming Iowa's gun owning community, and it's like, how are they not in jail?
They've
been going on for 8 years.
Yeah, nine, close to 10 years. They're in Iowa, Minnesota, Missouri, Wisconsin, Ohio, Georgia. There's probably 10 or 15 states they're in. Plus, they started a American firearms thing, like to counter the NRA. Except it's all the same bullshit. It's all ran by those brothers. There's like 3 or 4 brothers, and they do everything. And it's laughable. It's just, yeah. So if you're listening to this, Iowa gun owners and any group associated with Chris Dorr, Aaron Dorr, or Ben Dorr is a fucking scam. I literally would not pee on any of those guys if they were on fire. They are completely worthless. If they walk into my shop, I will kick them the hell out. They're a joke, so don't give them your money. They're just scamming you.
I might piss
That's
on
all
them.
I got to say about that. Well,
just on the part that's not on fire.
Fire isn't it? People out when they're on fire.
Dude, I take my being a fireman seriously, but that's how bad those guys are. Those guys are just. I'd pee on them after a while. It would be a controlled. It'd be similar to what we rolled up on last week, the tree dump. This is a huge fire. We're not going to be able to put it out. We're just going to have to contain it. So I just pee a circle around him a little bit, maybe. That's anyways.
That is true. They aren't.
Boy, apparently we have twice as many viewers as we did last week, and we're talking about pissing on dudes.
Hey.
If you're just now figuring out boxes into some weird shit, you haven't been paying attention.
I'm a perfectly normal male, Toad.
At least we're not boring.
Yeah. How many viewers do we have anyways? I wish I could see that.
It's
like 22, and now we're down to 15.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like 40 or something. That's disappointing. Invite your friends, guys. Come on.
Yeah, if you guys enjoy it.
I have a question for the viewers. So I've got this 686. I know some of you guys have wheel guns. What's a good oh damn it, what the fuck they call them? Speed loader for these things. It's a 7-shot Smith & Wesson 686. So if you could point me in the direction of a speed loader.
Oh, and Toad, while you're in the mood of questions, how about we give away something, do some trivia?
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Chad, did you see Chad's comment? Some people pay double for that kind of action. Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Oh, and wow, Chris is sharing it. You're such a nice guy, Chris. Hey, Chris, I don't know if I saw you vote for a hangout. Are you going to be there? You better be there. We'll play poker like you wanted.
He's like 4 miles away, so I would assume that he's going to be there.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know.
What is James talking about? Your fingers?
I have no idea.
I'm pointing in the direction of the speed loader, and he's being a smart ass.
Oh, right.
Oh.
He's being James.
Oh, wonderful. Bring your poker chips, Chris.
You want a trivia question? Is that what you want to box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have my stickers here.
I do.
They're all the way on the other side of the room.
Yeah, Toad. If Toad thinks up a trivia question here,
I got it.
so the first person to answer it correctly gets a couple of stickers: the Shywork sticker and the Gears and Beers.
Time out. Cole isn't in here, is he?
I thought I saw him comment.
Oh, yeah, he was here earlier. Damn it. Well, might as well send him some more stickers.
I just shipped his out a little, like last week. I just shipped his out.
All right. Since they told me I can't make them hard anymore,
Well, make it like moderately hard. That's what she said.
Make it doable.
do you want hard or do you want doable? All right. Here, I'm just going to go for it. This should be a fairly easy one. So he was born in 1907 in Winterset, Iowa. His birth name was Marion Michael Morrison. What was his stage name?
Was he involved in the firearms industry?
He was a movie star.
Everyone's going to know that.
I don't know that.
You don't know that? I'm pretty sure.
What was his stage name?
That's the question. Is what is his stage name?
That's the question. His real name was Marion Morrison. He was born in 1907 in Winterset, Iowa.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's what I was asking. I just don't talk well.
I only know one old movie star from.
Chad got it.
Yeah,
and Mike got it right after Chad.
Yep.
Oh, Chad. That was just seconds.
Everyone knew it.
Everyone knew it. But Chad got it. Chad, shoot me send me your address, and I'll get you some stickers off to you. That was probably.
I feel like Cole knew it right away, but he just waited till the end to answer because he was going to feel bad.
What? You didn't know that one, Cole? Man, I'm surprised by that. I wonder how many people. I wonder how the comments get posted out of order.
They very well could. He says he didn't even have to Google it this time.
We're so proud of you.
I didn't even have a question 5 minutes ago. I was just like, oh shit. Yeah, we'll do John Wayne.
Well, we got 10 minutes left. We can either end it early, guys, or you guys can ask us questions, or if there's something you want us to talk about, you tell us.
Well, I feel like this group asking us questions could get out of hand.
Actually, we're building a new studio for the podcast. So like our actual podcast, not the Gears and Beers, but our actual podcast will be in this new studio, and we're trying to come up with cool shit for it. So if you guys have any badass, little ideas, it's just a huge open room at this point. So we got free reign to do pretty much whatever the hell we want to do on it. So if you guys got any badass ideas for it, let us know. That'd be as far as coffee tables go, or shit on the wall, or anything like that. I think I'm pretty excited for this, actually. So we don't have to do this.
We can't take off the baseboard, though. The old ass baseboard we can't take off.
Why is that?
Or paint it. He won't let us.
Why is that?
Because he likes it. He's like, that's one of my things. You got to leave that.
Well, is that even going to be in the shot?
Yeah, you'll see it, but it's behind everything, so you won't really notice anything.
What color is it? White?
No, it's just your typical old ass giant 6-8 inch wooden baseboard.
Well, yeah.
It's rather ugly, but Dad wants to keep it, so. Chris, you're bringing the poker chips to the hangout that we're planning.
Yeah. Chad, shoot away, man.
James, the ballistic imagery isn't really going. I'm still figuring shit out. I have no idea what I'm doing. So if you wanna hire me, I'd be more than happy to do some work for you. Not at your gun store, but taking pictures and shit. I'll make a commercial for you even. We should do that.
Miles, the whiskey film was one of the first things we actually figured out. So,
yeah,
I've got a 12-foot rough cut lumber board out in the garage for it. So we have a 12-foot long whiskey shelf.
Now, it's not going to be very long, actually, because we're going to have sound panels behind us.
Don't shatter my dreams box.
So it's going to have to be like split in two or something in between two sound panels. First time pistol buyer, what's the go-to? For what? For carrying or for home defense? Or what are you looking for? Or just a range toy?
There's really not just a one answer for that. Like Box says, it kind of depends what you're doing. But still, it's going to vary from person to person. Like, I freaking love Glocks. I'm a Glock guy. That's what I'm going to tell you. Box is a Smith & Wesson guy for his favorite pistol. That's what he's going to tell you. And Toad, I don't know what the hell he'll tell you. So the thing is, you're just going to have to go. Preferably, the best thing would be to get somebody.
I'm a big fan of high point. I mean, I'm a big fan of the high points. You know?
Yeah, right.
I don't know where you're at, Chad. Oh, it says you're in Rimson. RevTac in Jackson, Nebraska. They have a test drive all the time where first-time pistol buyers can go in there and they'll have a whole layout of guns for each person to try out. So that could be. I don't know if there's more people around that do stuff like that, but that's something you could look into.
Yeah, that's a good idea. They're not that far away. Otherwise, if you got a buddy or something, I mean, hell, you're not that far away. You're just up in Rems. And if you want to come out on a range day, we got some pistols that you could shoot to as far as Glock, Smith & Wesson, kind of the main ones to get you covered. But the thing is, you're just going to want a gun that fits your hand the best. That's number one. You're going to want a gun that you're comfortable shooting and that feels good. And that's not going to be the same for me as it is for you. Even though I'll tell you Glock, that's definitely not that's not going to be the same for you. So that is my best advice. Just go to a gun store, see what feels nice for you. Figure out where you can shoot it. Get a hold of a buddy or whatever you got to do. That would be my best advice for you there.
I didn't realize Chad was in Rems and shit. You're only 4 miles from me, bud. I live straight south of town.
Yeah, he actually. I took Firefighter 1 with him up there when I was taking that.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I kind of felt like I was in hell last range day. It was hotter than fuck outside.
Gee, Toad, why were you so hot?
I knew you were going to fucking say that. You shut your whore mouth. You're a dick.
What was it? Wasn't it 90 degrees out?
It was 90 degrees, yeah.
And Toad shows up in jeans and a long sleeve T-shirt. Whatever, dude.
I could have been fishing before that. You don't know. It was one of those fucking nice Sunseeker lightweight long sleeve T-shirts. Yeah, it was warm outside. I didn't like it.
And it was sunny as could be too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hot as hell in here. When it gets this hot in here, or this hot, my air conditioning can't keep up. So it's like 82 degrees in here right now.
You either must have really large gaps in your house somewhere, or your insulation is complete. And total shit.
This house is awful. But yeah, it's dog shit. Man, the inside looks nice, but no, that's inefficient as all get out. Like
I knew what the go to hell was for, Miles. I would never buy a high point ever. Now, if somebody gave me one for free, I'd probably use it as a boat anchor.
Oh, I would totally rock one. I think I'll get one just to do a competition with it.
Do it. I bet you won't, pussy.
Did you see that Demolition Ranch video where he shot the high point with another pistol and up the slide and it still ran?
He did another couple where he tried inducing malfunctions on him by jamming shit in the barrel. Like he was pouring concrete and stuff in them and JB welding shit and welded a bunch of them shut and putting bolts and threading the barrels and putting bolts in them and stuff. And he only got like a few of them to fail. The rest of them actually cleared the barrel.
Really?
Yeah. The barrels are the one strong point of the high points. The rest of it is pop metal and dog shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But they're good for throwing at people when you run out of ammo. So they got that going for them.
I don't know if you can throw them. It's more like a shot put.
Yeah. You got to do a little spin first.
Yeah. Well, I guess if nobody has any other what, Toad?
Hey, Mike, Worth, if you're still watching, I started on your knife yesterday and worked on it for a couple hours today.
I'm not playing with a slice of cheese, Chris.
I should have it ready in a couple weeks, Mike.
It's a pack of sticky notes, not a slice of cheese. I do love cheese, but not enough to hang around and play with it like that.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Well, I guess we might as well call it a night.
Why is the box playing with a slice of cheese?
It's been
started off pretty rough, but it turned out all right.
Yeah, it was fun.
Your new nickname is Cheese Box.
What?
Your new nickname's Cheese Box.
Oh, okay.
That's a horrible nickname.
You're going to call it Velveeta for the hell of it.
Yeah, it's not any worse than the 8,000 other nicknames that I had growing up.
I mean, it's not near as bad as Tulip.
No. But anyways, we're going to call it a night. Thanks for joining us, everyone. If you're here live, if you're not here live and you're listening to this at a later date, be sure to check our Facebook page. We do this live every other Wednesday night, like I mentioned at the top of the show. It's always a good time. Be sure to check out our YouTube. We have Instagram. We also obviously have a Facebook page, and there's also a Facebook group that we're planning a meetup coming up in September, it looks like. So if you want to be a part of that, get into the group and get the details on that. And I don't have anything else to say, I guess. Thanks for watching, everybody. Sam, take it away.
Yep. Was a fun one. Like Box says, come back in 2 weeks. We'll still be here. And yeah, keep on keeping on until we'll talk to you next time. Remember, life's short, live free, God bless, and God bless America.
Hey, we're clear.
Well,